Hi there, my name is Chad Nicely. I want to welcome you to another session of Entrepreneur Live. Now, I'll tell you, I've made a lot of money generating leads. I've done this for a number of years. Now, back in the day, we're talking about 4 or 5 years ago, I used to run what are called JV giveaways. And that's where we would take some kind of incentive and we would offer that incentive in exchange for somebody's email address. Another thing I did when I was hot and heavy in the world of blogging, I actually had 2,000 ranking keywords, my Alexa was under 100K, I used to rock and roll with my blog, I would run contests on my blog. And once again, I'd have some kind of incentive. This could be one of my products, it could have been an Amazon card, it could have been a laptop, whatever it was. And how people would win these items is they would go out there and they would share this contest. So it kind of had a viral feel to it. And so what they would do is they would go out there and they would share this contest on YouTube. And they would do that by creating a video or by commenting on a video. And if they created a video, then they would get like 100 points. If they commented on the video, they get like 25 points. And then they would go over to Twitter. They would retweet the contest on Twitter. And then, check this out, Facebook was in its infant stages, so we were using MySpace. You would receive points when you went out there and shared the contest on MySpace. It worked very well. Matter of fact, my partner and I, the first time we set up one of these contests, we generated over 10,000 leads, doing nothing, just setting up the contest and then making it go viral. It was very simple, it ran itself. Now, this was years ago, so technology was not as advanced as it is today. Matter of fact, we didn't have all the integrations that we have today with YouTube, Pinterest, Google+, Facebook, the list goes on and on. You're about to see this here in just a minute. And with the SaaS-based platform, back in the day, I did this with a WordPress plugin. Now, you don't even have to have a website. You don't have to have FTP. You don't have to have your own domain name. You don't have to have your own SSL certificate. You don't have to do any of that. All of this is hosted for you, and it's very easy to execute. But the best part is, back in the day, when I announced this contest, the participants would have to go and open up Twitter or YouTube or MySpace. They'd have to do that in a separate browser. Now, everything takes place in a little window below the announcement of the contest. So they read your contest and they can actually play right down below. They never even have to leave the page. It's ingenious. I really think you guys are going to appreciate this software. And it comes to us from one of my partners, Karthik Ramani, and his partner in this deal is Neil Napier. So I've got Neil on the show today. He's going to demonstrate the software to you, and he's going to give some copies away. So I'm sure I've got you all pumped up with the possibilities here. You're real excited, so let's not waste any more time. Let me introduce to you Neil Napier. Okay, and so we have back Neil Napier. What's happening, dude?
I'm good, Chad. I'm good, thank you.
Yeah, so last time we talked to you, you were in the Philippines putting together a support team, right?
I was, yes.
And how did that go? Was that mission accomplished?
Pretty well, I think, pretty well. We made 3 new hires, and we're still interviewing people just to, further around, just to get them into the team as well.
Cool. And so that was your first time being over there?
Yeah, it was. I must say I didn't even go to the beach because I was so busy working, but sometimes that's just how it is.
Yeah. So what did you think of the food over there and everything? Good?
It was a bit too sweet for me. They had like sugar and everything, or honey and everything. It was just not my thing.
Yeah, I have a hard time eating sweet sauces too. Like we went and got Thai food the other day, and it had like a really sweet sauce to it when I was expecting it to be kind of saucy or kind of spicy and tart. It kind of threw me off. I was like, whoa, like this is different.
Yeah, with Thai food you expect spicy, so that's surprising, of course.
Yeah, no, it had like well, I asked for it was called a Hunan sauce. Did I pronounce that right? Hunan?
Possibly, I don't know.
Yeah, because usually when I've had that sauce before, it's spicy, like it has a kick to it. Yeah. And I asked for that Hunan sauce, and it had like this sweet brown sugar taste. I'm like, oh man, you mix that with shrimp and pork and chicken, it didn't work for me.
No, that's just off-putting. So yeah. It doesn't feel like food. It's like dessert mixed in your food.
Yeah. It was more like dessert. But speaking of that, so last time I talked to you, you're getting ready to try a lot of foods all around the world, right?
Yeah. Well, so at the moment, actually, I'm going on like this short Euro trip next week. But that aside, I'm actually packing my bags in Finland. I'm just gonna, give up this place, sell all my furniture, and I'm gonna travel around the world starting August. till at least February or March next year. So,
No fear, right?
no fear, no fear. I mean, it's going to be a good trip. I'm actually heading over to US first
Okay.
and Puerto Rico, and then I'll head over to Portugal, to Lisbon, the capital.
Okay.
Then I'm going to go down to Thailand for a couple of months, and then India for a couple of months. And while I'm there, I will actually try and do the Pacific Islands as well. So while I'm in Thailand, I'm planning to go down to New Zealand, then from there go up to Fiji, Kiribati, maybe Hawaii if I have time and money. It's going to be a bit expensive, but
Yeah.
that's the trip I want to take as well.
Yeah. So what are you looking forward to the most?
I think it's just going to be like a new experience. It's just going to be so different to everything here. Like,
Hmm.
just breaking free from the mold of being in the same place all the time, living from a suitcase.
Yeah.
It'll be really something different.
Yeah. So your partner in this launch that we're about to talk about, Karthik, also a very good friend of mine, he was in the U.S. for a couple months.
Yeah, and he actually told me he loved it. Like he was even driving around, and it's so liberating being in another country and
He
being independent.
lied. He lied to you. No,
Okay,
he
tell
had
me.
fun. He had fun. But here, what do you think was his biggest dilemma?
The food, I guess. I don't
The food.
know.
Man, the food, like, here, I'm in Wyoming. We're getting ready to move to Vegas. But
Sure.
even then, Americans, we like our steak and potatoes and our In-N-Out burgers. And
Hmm.
no, he was all about the rice and the
Right.
breads. And you get to some of these cities and you don't have like Indian restaurants and stuff, right?
Yeah.
There was a
I
point,
mean,
I'll never forget it. There was a point we were walking down the strip in Vegas. It was either Vegas or San Diego, one of those two. And
hmm
I asked him, I'm like, what do you want to eat for dinner? And he goes, I'm just going to go on a fruit diet. Like, he was pissed, right? Because he got to the point where he was so hungry, but there was nothing there, right?
Yeah. Well, I got that from him in Spain too, because if you remember, I actually did a road trip with him and his
Yep.
colleague and my girlfriend and my friends in Spain, and he was just annoyed the whole time, like, dude, I can't find my food. I'm like, just eat something. It's like, no, but you have to find an Indian restaurant. I'm like, how can I find your restaurant in a new city? It's like, just look at Lonely Planet or something. But he
Yeah.
was, yeah, I mean, that was the tough thing with him.
Yeah, it's hard for me too. Like when I was in Spain, like no offense to anybody living in Spain, but
Yeah,
their eggs are different. Like they're all about the eggs in the morning, right? But these were like
sure.
little teeny tiny like yellow eggs, and I could not get over the taste, right? Like we have a show here called Crazy Foods or something like that, where they go around and try different stuff all around the world. I'm pretty sure I've seen these eggs on that show, right? And I just
Sure.
it was different for me. Like when you get accustomed to like waffles and pancakes, and it's hard when you get over those other countries and you're trying those different foods, right?
Sure. I mean, I couldn't get used to the Filipino food, for example. It was too sweet for me, so I can totally understand where he's coming from.
Yeah, well, so here's my problem. Like, this is going to sound crazy to you, but even when I'm in the States, which is most of the time, when I go to a restaurant, I am scared to order anything new on the menu. Like, I got the philosophy if it's not broke, don't fix it,
Sure.
right?
Sure.
And I
Yeah.
know every single restaurant that I go to exactly what I'm going to order, what I'm going to have from dessert, and every single time it's usually somebody pure pressure. Well, try something different. Just be adventurous, live a little bit, let your hair down, right? All right, I get something new. It sucks, and it's full of onions and tomatoes. I don't like yucky stuff. I don't care what anybody says, right? And I'm
Sure.
so disappointed because, dude, I live in Casper, Wyoming. Like, the big adventure for us is going out and eating, right?
Sure.
Like, that's a
Sure.
big deal. That's a big entertainment. We go watch movies and we go to the bars and then we go out to eat. That's about it.
Yeah.
Small city. And so when I'm disappointed with dinner, it's like, oh man, I was looking all day for this, right? This is what I was looking forward to all day.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, some people are just foodie. They love food. They love the idea of food. They love the smell of food. They love the taste of food. And some people like to experiment. Some people just like to eat the same thing because they know that it's good for them.
it's
You just
not
belong
so
to
much that it's
the
good for them. It's the
or a thing
fact
that they like.
it tastes good. Most
Yeah.
of the stuff I eat, my girlfriend's not here, it's bad. It's not good, right? While she's here, she has me drinking this spinach, cal, cucumber. I mean, she's going to watch us. And I love you for what you're doing.
But I mean,
Yeah, whatever.
but I miss my, my chocolate and my coffees, and now she's got me drinking the right amount of water every day, and she's just like, well, you're getting to the age, I'm almost 40, where you got to start taking care of yourself.
Yeah, you're a changed man, Chad. I think good women can do that.
Yeah, I know, man. I get it. I feel blessed. I'm not bagging on her, but the takeaway, those other countries, they're so hard for me. Like if I have a hard time ordering something different from a menu at a restaurant I'm familiar with, imagine how hard it is for me to go over those other countries, and it's hard.
And ordering a different menu, like language you can't even understand, you have to look at pictures and hope that you get what you're asking for.
Yeah, and hope it doesn't wink at me or move or anything when it's on my plate, right?
Well, that happened to me in Hong Kong actually, because I wanted to try something really authentic, and I went to this place where they didn't have any English menus, no one spoke English, and I just looked through stuff and I was like trying to figure things out, and they had like live little octopus in there as well.
Oh!
Crazy, man.
No, man.
I wouldn't do it again.
No, something starts running, winking, moving, whatever, I'm done. I can't do it, right? No freaking way. Like, I can't even do sushi. Stuff has to be cooked for me. I love seafood, but nothing raw.
Oh, damn. Okay. That's
right?
quite strict.
Like I said, no yucky stuff. I'm like a kid at heart, man. I just never grew up, right? Call me Peter Pan.
Okay.
Anyways, we should get on topic here. Everybody likes hearing our BS. But I'm kind of excited with what you guys have going on. I'll tell you, years ago, when I had a blog this is, I don't know, like 9 years ago, maybe 7 years ago, somewhere around then, my blog for my main domain, it was ranked under 100K in Alexa, 2,000 ranking keywords. It was ranked number 43 for Make Money Online. So I had the traffic coming in. And my partner at the time, which is Sean Donahoe, we put together a deal where we were giving away a copy. I think it was Authority Blog or his Video Marketing Goldmine. We were giving away something, and we were using this contest app. And I have never, ever, ever seen so many leads, not only leads, but happy leads come in. And all we were doing, the top level was like the product I just mentioned, and then there was like second place, third place, fourth place, whatever. So there wasn't very much on the line. It wasn't really costing us anything because it was our own product. And we just put together this contest, and people were using the social networks, which were fairly new at the time, and we were just banking on these leads. It was unbelievable. Some of those leads are still in my list today. I'm still making money today. However, not to bag on that software, it wasn't the easiest to use. It was kind of complicated, but I realized this was years ago, and things were a little bit more complicated. Technology's kind of advanced, and now we're getting into the SaaS platform, and things are simple, stupid, easy to use, easy to deploy, and get super fast results. So that's why you're on the show, because I'm excited to hear about your guys' new platform, what you got going on.
Sure. See, I mean, it's interesting you were talking about offering some incentives, because incentivized marketing works really well. And I mean, I'm not a new marketer. I've been around for a while. But even for me, like getting the idea of getting something for free or sharing something to get some points, it still works. I mean, no matter where I am, if I'm in a shop or if I'm online and I see something cool, great, I want to participate in something. I'll actually tell you a very quick funny story. My mom, she was visiting me at one point in the UK, and she's quite new with computers. She didn't know what things meant. And she saw this banner flashing saying, you've just won a free laptop, like click here, put your email address and we'll send it to you. And she was so excited, like she'd never won anything before. And she was just rushing around asking people like, how do I sign up there? And I mean, she's really, really sweet. But thing is, we know that incentivized marketing works really well. I mean, not just for the new person, but even for someone like me who's been marketing for a while. And that's exactly the concept that we decided to pursue further, to give our customers a way to take that incentivized marketing to another level. Not only offer something to get an opt-in, but offer something to get an opt-in as well as more leads, as well as viral traffic, as well as video reviews, for example. And again, I'll show you the whole enchilada soon. But we created a setup that would allow you to not only get a lead, but also to make the most out of that lead. Like that lead will get you 10 leads. And that's the kind of thing we wanted to create.
Okay, so just to kind of, it sounds similar to what I did back in the day. So you can take something as delicate as like an iPad Air 3, and you can have that for your prize. Obviously, You're going to get a lot of traffic with that and a lot of opt-ins. Or you could take something simple like a $25 Amazon gift card or a $100 gift card or something like that, right? So
Yeah, exactly.
so that's your incentive, and the way that people are eligible to win that is basically top placements in the contest, right? Whoever has the most, points, right? Point
Sure.
system. Okay, so point system, and so what they're doing is they're leveraging social media, Twitter, video, stuff like that, right? And they're banking points, and then the person that has the most points wins the prize, right?
Sure.
Yeah. So
I mean, that's the usual system, yes.
okay, and that process worked so very well for me. Matter of fact, I was getting ready to put it together again just this past month for this show right here, right?
Yeah.
The thing is, number one, I couldn't find the the email where I had my welcome information for the old app. Number two is a WordPress plugin, and I'm kind of getting away from WordPress. I like everything being web-based.
Sure.
And number three, I remember how complicated it was back in the day.
Sure.
So
It's tough. It's tough.
so
I can tell you that much.
so you've made this whole thing simple, stupid, with all updated technology, and yeah, let's see it.
Yep, that's exactly what we wanted to do as well.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So yeah, we see your screen. That dashboard definitely looks familiar.
Okay, great. So I'm just going to jump over to it, and I'm just going to walk you through exactly what this allows us to do. So, just to make sure that you can see this, just give me a quick yes.
Yep, I see it. Yep.
Okay, great. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start creating a contest. You can already see some different contests here. So let's start by creating one. And as soon as you get into the software, you can already see multiple different templates in here. And again, these have been created knowing that, for let's say relationships, you'd want certain specific kind of contest. For health and fitness or for wealth, you'd want some different contest. And we wanted to, instead of getting people to create something from scratch, which again, you can do, we wanted to give some ready-made templates that they can get up and running with immediately. So I'm just going to use, this example, for example. Let's go with a romance, a relationship. And I mean, dating niche is very hot. It's always very, very vibrant. And the whole point of creating a contest, again, to reiterate the point, is that you want to get as many viral leads as you possibly can. You want to be able to generate as many leads as you possibly can with very simple work. So when we go into creating this contest, I mean, the most important thing about the software, and we discussed about a mutual friend, Karthik, his software is really easy to use. They're really easy to navigate through, which is how we wanted to create this as well. So, let's call this something like dating or single dating. Singles dating. All right. So what you can do here is you can arrange everything, the two steps, step one and step two. You can arrange everything in these two steps. All you have to do is fill in, something here. So get 25 entry points and win a chance to receive the most romantic couple award. And again, I mean, this is not even an actual physical award. It's probably just a digital certificate that they could print out and put it up. But especially because it appeals to couples, what's going to happen is that the boyfriend's going to share with his girlfriend, or the girlfriend's going to share with their boyfriend, and that's how the message kind of starts to go viral. Now, when it comes to adding a banner, which is this area, you could either choose a pre-selected image, which is right here, or you could choose a video. So the cool thing is that if you wanted to create a special video to organize a contest, to advertise a contest, you could do that in this case as well. Then you just have to change the description. Again, everything is preset here. I could change this to say, you also receive a great offers. Okay, or we'll just say, we'll send you something through the mail if you answer all questions, or let's say through email. So, just a special gift for them, unannounced bonus, as it were, if they answer all the questions. You can change the background color and text color if you wanted to as well in this case. So in this case, it's white. I could change it to red as well. I'm just going to leave it at white because I think white looks good enough at this stage. Then you could change the timer too. So if you wanted this contest to run for, say, a couple of days, you could do that. If you wanted this to run for only a few hours, you could do that too. So simply choose, whether you want standard mode or repeat mode. Then choose the start time and time. I mean, quite simple. And just to show you this as well, it's all quite customizable If I wanted to put 30 here, I could do that too. Let's put the end time as this. Time zone, you could choose which one you want. I'm just going to choose Europe Amsterdam in this case. And again, I mean, if you wanted to put different language here, you could do that too, right? So this is German, so you could put German in here if you wanted to use different languages in this case. Then message before start time, so if the contest isn't yet open, or message after end time if the contest has finished, you can show that in this case as well. Let's just insert that. And while we're doing that, what we'll also do after this is, okay, I think that's just gone in. What we'll also do is we'll edit other things like terms and conditions, as well as rules and regulations. And these are very, very important, because when we started creating this, we learned that not every place allows a contest. Like some cities are quite strict about it in some cases. So you can just come and change the terms and conditions. So you could say, okay, people living in Arkansas, for example, cannot participate in this contest, or this contest is not valid for people living in Arkansas. So anything you wanted to put in terms and conditions, you could do that too. And same with rules and regulations. If you just wanted to be upfront with your audience and let them know exactly how the contest is going to unfold, you could do that too in this case. So let me just click here, go to, let's just click update first. Great. So when I click update, as you can see, the timer has changed. It says contest ends in 6 days. And then we have changed description here as well. We'll send you something through email if you answer the questions. And now this is something interesting that you see. These are the actions that we want users to take. We're actually testing this on our end at the moment and trying to find a way to make this process even better and simpler to follow. So in this case, we are giving people 3 ways to enter. So for example, they could visit social contest on Facebook, our fan page, and they could get a point with that. They could tweet this and they could get a point for that. Or they could opt in and they could get a point for that. Now,
wait a minute. Wait. I just want to clarify. Yeah. So back in the day, I had to actually open up Twitter, or I had to open up Facebook, or you're saying they see the contest and they can go ahead and enter right there?
Correct.
So, correct. And I'm going to get, okay, so you got Facebook, Twitter, and the opt-in. So I'm going to get points for all 3 of those, right?
That's right.
So is there a way for me to get more points?
Yep. I mean, it really depends on how the user sets up a contest. So if I go to step number 2, there are many things you can do, right? So if I go to, let's say, Pinterest, so you can say follow on Pinterest. And when you put that in, you can make this mandatory, for example. So people have to follow you on Pinterest, and then you can give them more points for this. So if you wanted to, just for yourself or for your client, get more Pinterest followers, you could focus on this entry alone, that this is mandatory and it gives you 10 points. You have to do it to participate in the contest.
Okay, so I see. So what I was seeing there is there's only so many points you could get and that was it, but obviously you can get as many opt-ins as you want.
Oh yeah. So this one, for example, opt-in is worth 1 point. I could make it worth 100 points, so that I think the max is 10 in this case, or actually it's 2-digit, so I could make it worth 99 points. So you simply, get people to definitely take that action. If they really want to be a part of this contest, if they want to win something, this is one thing that they have to do. So it's like giving a weightage to one of your offers and making sure that the one that you want to win, the one that you definitely want an entry in, has the highest weightage.
Okay.
Yeah. But if I go back to step number 1 now, let me just update this here. Great, and I'll show you a preview actually real time so that you can see in real time what that looks like. So let's just go to step number 1, and now you can see there are already 4 things here that are available. So 4 things that people can do. If I show you a preview, this is what it looks like. Yep.
Okay, so they're looking at this on Facebook, and we don't need to see it in Facebook. I see exactly what it's going to look like. They never have to leave. Like, they can sit there and bank the points right there where the announcement is.
Exactly.
Pretty cool.
Yeah,
that's definitely a lot easier and more powerful than it was back in the day.
Yeah, I think so too. And I mean, that's really one thing we wanted with this tool. We wanted it to be easy to use. I think things can become so complicated sometimes. We didn't want that. I wanted to show you something else as well here. So for YouTube, we can get people to watch a video. So, when it comes to video marketers, they're trying to get more video views. They could get people to watch a video, to submit a video, to subscribe to a channel. I mean, we all know that these are very, very important things. For Twitter, people can retweet a tweet, people can tweet, they can use a particular hashtag, that you can get people to follow you on Twitter. Same thing with Pinterest, with Facebook. We already have one option visit on Facebook. We're adding a couple more. So you can get people to opt in actually, as I'll show you here, via Facebook. So they can opt in normally via your autoresponders, or they can opt in via Facebook. I'll just remove that because it's not needed. But then you can also do the same thing on Google+. Like you can get people to +1 a specific link. And we know that Google prefers, kind of links that already have +1. There's also viral share, which gets people to, share a link with their friends, for example, on Facebook, on other social media sites as well. There you go. Allow sharing on email, Facebook, and Twitter and Google+. Let me just take all and update this, and I'm going to show you the preview again.
So now, when you say the preview, I mean, like, brainstorm with me here for a minute, okay? Because I'm looking. Sure. I'm looking for something for the show. Like, I'm looking to get word out about the show outside of this marketplace. So let's use that for example. So is there any reason why I can't go line up a couple thousand clicks with a solo ad or whatever and drive it straight to this page?
There's no reason not to. I mean, that's exactly what we're going to do as well. So in this show's case, what I would recommend is reaching out to, say, all the people who have already watched the show, for example, and getting them to sign up again, or getting them to share it on Facebook if they like it, and getting them to answer a question, which would be, let's say, like a testimonial. If you enjoyed the show, let us know what you think about it, right? And just getting them to answer a question, and that does a lot. What it does is it, number one, makes your page go viral. Number two, it gets people to commit further and say, okay, I enjoyed the show because A, B, C. And when people verbalize it, the message becomes much stronger in their mind. So, that kind of marketing, incentivized-based marketing, which actually gets people to take action for you, works really well.
So, like, one of the big things that I want to get, obviously, is like video testimonials, right? So I can make that be the highest points, right? I can set the points.
Exactly.
I got it. And so I can share this. So you guys produce the HTML page, you host it for me, or I can put it on Facebook.
Sure. So what we do, let me just remove this thing because I think we just don't want it right now. And let me publish this. So what we do is once you're done, once you've published it, you can either share this link, so you can just share the contest, this page for the contest, so you don't have to worry about your own traffic. I mean, just to give you a little case study, if there was a new affiliate marketer just starting out, didn't have a lot of money, didn't have any hosting or a domain name, they could create a contest on this page promoting their affiliate product and just drive traffic to this page. And I mean, that itself would get them so many viral shares, so many views on the affiliate link, and in turn sales, which could then mean that they could afford hosting and domain at the end. Then you could generate this as a script. So if you have the script in hand, you can basically post it on any page. You can have it as a pop-up script. You can have it as a pop-up script on load. So you have all these different script possibilities. So it could go on your page. So when someone's just browsing your website, they could be like, oh, cool, there's a contest I could participate in and win something. So that kind of marketing is quite good. And then finally, there's also the fact that you can install this on a Facebook tab, which again, I mean, that is so big when it comes to driving traffic.
Oh, yeah. So can you open up that HTML page again?
Sure.
So I just want to see, so what you have there probably would not work for what I want to do, but what I would do is I would take the image, and I would have some kind of call to action or whatever, and then I would have like a picture of the box shot, or maybe my picture, or whatever we're giving away, right? Like, we don't have to use the images you showed, right? Can you swap out the image?
Yeah, of course. So you can use your own image, you can use your own video, whatever you wanted to do.
Yeah, so can you open that again? I want to make sure they get this, because I would totally change that out. Like, I would use your template, but if I'm giving away, say, an iPad Air or whatever, then I'm going to have that image be an iPad Air with maybe a strong call to action saying win this or something like that, right? Or you could win this or whatever, right?
Exactly. So you could choose any image from your hard drive, you could use that. You could use an image from a URL online, and you could use that too.
Okay, yeah, I think that's because I thought for a minute that the only thing you could do was just type it in what you were giving away. But then I realized, well, if you can swap out that picture, then yeah, this works perfect.
Exactly. And I mean, we didn't want to make it too specific because people might have different requirements in terms of what they want to give away, what they want to sell. But you could basically create something with an arrow pointing down towards the contest, saying participate in the contest and win a free copy of your next software, for example. And that's something we're going to do as well as a case study. So, just so you know, when we do release this to market, we're going to have a page set up for everyone that people can go to before the product actually launches, where they can potentially win free copies depending on, how they participate in the contest.
Speaking of free copies, are we giving away free copies today?
Sure. I mean, we can. I would like to. Yeah, if it's cool with you, we can give away.
Okay. I don't mean to interrupt you, man. I'm all over the place today. You woke me up first thing in the morning. This is what you get, man. I literally was wiping the sleep out of my eyes and everything before we started. So, okay, what else can you show us?
Sure. So I want to show you when you start collecting the leads, all your leads will be available in here under the My Subscribers tab. So depending on what campaign you wanted to go for, you could grab all the leads from here and you could simply export them, for example, or otherwise if you wanted to, you connect it with your autoresponders like GetResponse, SaveEver, and it even works with GoToWebinar, and that's something we're going to use as well come launch time. Then you have statistics as well. So it tells you basically how many campaigns you have, how many subscribed users you have, how many unique visitors you have. And again, this is a test account, so you don't really see too much data. But again, come launch time, I mean, we're going to show some crazy numbers here, which is just going to amaze people in terms of what it can do. So one thing we're also building in, which is not there at the moment, is mail alerts. So what that means is when someone participates in your contest, ideally you want to send them an email saying, hey, thank you so much for participating in the contest. Don't forget to do these other things as well, right? To get them back just in case they forgot about it, you want to send them an email.
Wait. Okay.
Sure.
That's brand new technology. You're saying that this system is going to email for the user?
In a way, because we're going to let you email the user. So you have to connect it with your SMTP provider. Could be like Mandrill, Elastic Email, SendGrid. And once they sign up, you can choose an email that you want to send out. And you can send an email out automatically once they, let's say, opt in.
That's still advanced technology, dude. I haven't seen that yet. That's pretty smart.
I mean, no other software, I mean, I will say this hands down, no other software allows you to integrate your own autoresponder in, because they just haven't thought this far, that they just think, okay, you get the lead, you download the lead, you're happy, everyone's happy. That's not how it works. When someone participates in a contest, you want to intimate them immediately, like, hey, you have to continue to win the prize. You have to do these 3 other things to win the prize. And you'd be able to do that with this tool.
You know, even in addition to the contest I used to run, I mean, this kind of reminds me of the JV giveaways that we used to do. This viral sharing incentive-based platform strategy, it works so very well. It always has, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I built up massive list with strategies like this. Like, I hope people understand, but Facebook wasn't where it was at today. The whole world's on Facebook, right? That's why this works, because for so long, people have learned how to build up those fan pages because they were doing the t-shirts and the Amazon stuff and everything else. So they got thousands of fans in there, right? This is a perfect way to get them out of that fan page and into your list.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, we don't just stop at Facebook, because we know Facebook is big, but then we also know Instagram's quite big. We also know some people like to use Pinterest, some still like to use Google Plus for whatever reason, and Twitter. So we give you those options as well. Basically, this is social contest not just by name, but by actual action. Like, you have control over social media, including YouTube, by using various different actions here. And again, I mean, just to reiterate this point, if you use something like this, you're getting other people to do all the hard work for you. Imagine trying to go to different fan pages, different profiles, and trying to contact people about your offer. It just wouldn't work. People would consider you spammy. But if other people are spreading your message, that suddenly becomes much more advanced. It becomes much more like trusted if everyone's talking about it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I got the video tutorials there, FAQ. Like, people have bought our software before, they know what they're looking at.
Exactly, and I think just the fact that everything is templatized, the fact that everything is kind of easy to click and get started with, makes it so much more easier to work with. A couple of things I forgot to show you were user settings. So, you see that login with. So, what do you want people to opt in with? So you could choose email, you could choose Facebook, Twitter. I also noticed there was Instagram setting, which is not there right now, but it will be again. So you can get people to log in with multiple different social media or their email. Then you can have the price settings as well. So you want to talk about exactly what kind of price are you giving away. So a brief description of that, total winners that you're going to have is going to go a long, long way as well to get people to participate and feel excited about what you have to offer to them.
Yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory, man. I don't think you got to do a lot of explaining. I mean, it's technology has made things simple, stupid these days, right?
Yes, exactly.
Cool.
Exactly.
Is that? I mean, that's very simple. I mean, it's just like all the other softwares too, but very powerful. So,
Yeah.
the OTO is a pro feature.
Yeah, the OTO is a pro version, so it comes with a developer license. So the main offer, just to go through all the features, so we kind of wrap that up. With the main offer, you can install this on Facebook tabs, and again, those links that we give you are mobile responsive as well. So the mobile responsive Facebook links, you can put in images, you can put in videos, you can display the winners after competition as well. Again, depending on what level you get, we do not restrict you on the number of participants that can participate. You can download the links, download the leads via CSV. You have mail alerts as well, so you can hook it up with your autoresponder. I say autoresponder, but SMTP provider, and you can have that in place as well. You have done for you templates, and you have 15 fan pages that you can post this on, and you can have unlimited competitions, unlimited video competitions. So that's basically the main offer, and I think that itself is really, really powerful, in terms of what you can do with it. Then we have the pro version as well. This is a bit more advanced. If someone wanted to offer this as a service to their clients, they could do that too with this version. So you get the developer license, you get the unlimited fan page install license as well. Alongside that, we give you 15 more templates to work with. They're a bit more advanced, a bit more contests in there. So if you wanted to use those templates, you could do that too. We also give you the possibility to clone campaigns. So if you wanted to quickly do 10 campaigns which are similar, not the same for multiple clients, well, you can do that too. A couple more things, and I'm going through this fast like it's a food menu, but you also get the ability to translate things as well, not right here, but in the contest itself. So it comes translation ready basically, so when someone in another country is looking at the contest, it appeals directly to them. Then, a couple more things, you have external script integration, so you can hook it up with Google Analytics, with retargeting, so if you want to retarget people who land on this contest, you could do that too. And again, I don't have to tell you how powerful retargeting can be.
Right.
And then we also give you real-time analytics with the software, with the pro version.
Okay, so so the main takeaway with the pro version that I heard are the extra templates and the developer license, right?
Correct.
That sells it right there for me. So let me just clarify something because I want to make sure we don't mislead anybody. What you're seeing on the screen when it's deployed in Facebook is mobile responsive. However, inside the Facebook tab, that's that whole loophole that Facebook has, right? That won't pull up on the phone, right?
Well, Karthik has this technology where he creates a mobile responsive Facebook link. So you have to have that special URL. So if I quickly go back to the dashboard to show you,
right,
you have to have this special URL.
Mm-hmm.
And once you go through that URL, this is the magic URL. So even though this is, if you publish it on Facebook, it would be a Facebook tab. But when people go from the mobile via that URL, they will be able to see it on the mobile as well.
Yeah, and it's just outside of Facebook, though.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
They haven't changed that. Like, I wish they would change that. It's like, hello.
I don't know why they're so archaic. Yeah.
It would take them like 5 minutes. I don't get it, right?
Yeah.
So,
yeah, me neither.
Okay, cool. And so then there's also a training that's going to be on another OTO.
That's correct. So we have another upgrade offer where we're actually going to give some thorough training on how we would recommend running contests. And I mean, we're going to run a lot of contests moving forward. So we're going to cover strategies on exactly how to pick a product to promote or sell, how to run a contest around it, what kind of incentives to offer, what kind of follow-up marketing to do, and also how to offer it to your clients as well.
So very, very specific to this strategy.
Exactly, because we know that when people buy products, one thing that really stops them is, the right training to amplify the results from it, and that's the kind of training we want to provide.
Okay, and then I know, I don't even have to ask, I know you're going to have a white label on this, right?
Yes, we will. I mean, Karthik likes the opportunity to give, likes the possibility to give everyone the opportunity to be at the same level as he is, that is being able to resell the software as their own with their own branding. So we will have some white label licenses as well. I mean, they're quite restricted, they're limited. So yes, they're the kind of first come, first serve.
Dude, I pick up every white label license I can get. Every single one of them. Because you're building up your whole entire business. Like, I hope people get this, right? And I sell these white label products all day long, nonstop. Like, it's such a no-brainer for me, because with the white label, you don't have to sell it. What's this going to sell for? Like $17 to $25 or something?
Yeah, so the offer is, I mean, initially it's going to actually sell for 37, but we're going to have an early bird discount, so people will be able to get it for much cheaper than that for the first few hours.
All right, so they'll be able to pick it for what, 17?
Yeah, so starting from 17, going up till I think 29.
How did I know that, man?
That's how we do it.
So yeah, even though these people are our customers, our clients, are gonna pick this up for $17, when you have the white label, don't sell this for $17. Sell this outside the marketplace for a monthly subscription, right? Provide it as a service, right?
Yeah, and I mean, I think that's what clients would pay for. Clients would easily pay monthly for this. Case in point, we're actually now planning that as soon as the launch period is over, because we're releasing this at a special price, after that, we are looking to contact blogs like TechCrunch, Mashable, anyone that can talk about this software, and then we'll move it to monthly. So we ourselves want to sell this at monthly. We're just getting a group together that can use it, give us feedback, help us improve it at a very, very low lifetime price. And then, we release it monthly, starting from $37 all the way to $97 a month.
See, the whole thing is, and I probably just misled people, okay? If you have the developer license, then sell this as a service. If you pick up that white label license, then you're selling this to other people who want to sell this as a service. And in that case, ask for big money. Do not sell it for $17. Don't throw up some sales page for $37 or whatever. You don't even need a sales page. That's where you get on the phone, or you get on like a GoToMeeting like we do, and you sell this thing for $497, $997, whatever you can. Because I know how the white label rights work, and it doesn't say social contest. It doesn't use the social contest URL. You get to set up your own subdomain. You put your own logo on there, right?
Yeah.
Everything's hosted for you. You don't have to have an SSL certificate, no server. You don't even have to have a domain name. Everything's done. Like, I love the way these white label rights go, and I think I'm more excited about the white label rights than I am the actual product, because obviously you have to buy the product before you get to the white label rights or whatever. But when you have those white label rights, I mean, you have access to the product as well, right? So for me, I know I can make a lot of money with the white label rights, and I hope I hope people understand the takeaway here. And I'm always pushing them really hard, almost as hard as I push the actual product itself, because if you really do want to make a lot of money online, you need to have your own products, not just products, quality products that are proven to convert in this marketplace. It's such an easy sell.
Yeah, and I mean, you were talking about how this is a really big market. We've actually, Karthik and I were talking about this. Between us, we've generated over $2 million in the last 12 months selling products. I mean, not just in this, but other markets too. And that's the point, that, this is such a huge opportunity to be able to get white label rights to a software like this that is highly functional, that, like you said, you can get on the phone with a client and say, hey, either I can do this for you for like, $197 a month, or you can just buy it for $497 and do it yourself, and I'll show you how. And that's quite big.
What did I say? What did I say before I got on the phone with you? I want a copy of all your white label rights. I want to buy them. Like, even though we're buddies and everything, I don't want you to give it to me. I want to buy it, because when I go out there and absolutely crush it in the marketplace, I don't want you to be like, oh, well, we gave that to you, right? Like, I want to make sure it's official and everything else, because I know I can make a lot of money with these white label rights.
Yeah, exactly. I think anyone with, and I mean, okay, just to give you a case, right? Let's say you got social contest white label as well, now you wanted to sell it. The funny thing is, you can actually run a social contest to sell social contest.
Right. I get it, man.
So Yeah, it's really meta. It's really cool.
I get it. Contests are big. Like this is pretty awesome. I'm glad you guys should do extremely well with this. You want to make some people happy?
Yeah, definitely. That's our intention with this.
Okay, cool. I'll bet you'll make them even more happy if you give away some copies.
Yes, we will.
All right, man.
All right.
Let's roll a
Let me
live
just
giveaway. There we go. We got 2 minutes on the screen. So if you haven't watched the show before, what you need to do is you need to go to that link right there, entrepreneurlive.tv/winner. And here's the beauty of this. You only need to get registered for this membership once. That's it. You don't have to do it with every show. You get registered once, and you are actually eligible to win these products when my guests give it away. Now, we went through and we actually looked at all of our winners just last night, and I've actually found that there's people that have won more than once, right? So this is a good time to get into this membership because we're building it up. The show is not only, it's what, about 6 months old. So, I mean, we're just in our infant stages and everything. So it's a good opportunity for you. Go to entrepreneurlive.tv/winner and you're eligible for everything we give away. So we're down to a minute. Neil, what are you going to give away today?
We're going to give away 3 copies of a social contest for your subscribers.
Sweet. So they'll be able to go out there and set this up on Facebook and do everything that you showed, and they'll be running their own contest.
Exactly. I mean, it will allow you, rather your subscribers, to actually monetize it immediately by getting access and then using it and getting more leads, following up with those leads and making money with that as well.
Sweet. And just while we're waiting, we got about another 30 seconds left. Just to clarify, so social contest is normally going to sell for $37 before you go to the SaaS platform, right? That's going to be the normal launch price, but then you have an early bird price.
Correct. That's correct.
And so the early bird price is $17 for what, single? Is that how you're doing it?
Yeah, I mean, there's different licenses, $17 for a limited number of Facebook installs, and some features are restricted. And the highest one, which is close to $29.95, would be basically unlimited competition that you can run with unlimited participants.
Okay, cool. And then the first OTO is developer license, extra templates, and how much is that going to sell for?
That's going to sell for $67.
Okay, and then I don't know the order of what you're doing here, but you also have the training, which is the case studies, and to teach them how to use that. And how much is that going to be?
The training is going to be $97,
okay.
And it's going to be recorded trainings with 30 or so different videos.
Okay, and then your white label is probably going to follow some of the same prices we've seen in the past, right? You get so many licenses, up to 500 licenses, I guess?
I think it's up to 100, or
okay.
I don't have to check, but yeah, it will be like that.
Okay. Cool. There's your button, dude.
Okay, great. Let's do it. It's exciting. Right. It's always exciting to make a winner.
All right, so our first winner of social contest is Rick Herman. This was what I was saying. You know what? I think this is Rick's 3rd time winning.
I get a feeling I've taken Rick Herman before.
I think you have. Okay, cool. Let's find our second winner. Hopefully it's not Rick again. Here's our second winner of social contest. And let's see what we got here. Willie Brooks. All right. Congratulations, Willie Brooks. You got one more, buddy.
Awesome. All right. Let's pick a third one.
All right. Here's our third winner of the social contest software. And that goes to Brian Foltz. And guess what? I think this is the 3rd time for Brian Foltz as well. Yeah. Guys, this is a good membership to be a part of. So congratulations, Rick Herman, Willie Brooks, and Brian Foltz. And that's how we do the live giveaway. Okay, cool, man. Thank you so much for doing that and coming on the show again and hitting the red button. Pretty excited about this one, man. This is a strategy I crushed it with back in the day, but again, I struggled setting these things up. It was not easy, and it was not as the usability. I mean, this is simple for people.
Sure.
Before they would see the announcement, and then they had to go and open up Twitter, and they had to go open up YouTube. Facebook, dude, Facebook wasn't where it was at today. Like, I think MySpace I think you got points for using MySpace. Remember those days?
Yeah, I think I should bring that back in here. No, I shouldn't.
So you had to bounce around to all these different sites. So it wasn't as easy for the user to participate. So even though I was getting a tremendous response, imagine what that response would have been having everything all in one place where they don't have to leave. They could do it all right there from the announcement.
Exactly. And I mean, we just want to simplify it for everyone because we know simple works.
Cool. And so they need to get on the early bird. They need to pick this up for $17 all the way up to $29, depending on the license that they want. And then the first OTO, which is that the $67 package?
That's correct.
Okay,
yes.
and that's the developer license, so you can use the software on your client sites, and you can install it on unlimited fan pages. That's important to add, and you get extra templates, right?
That's correct.
You find a way to give them extra clients too, man. You got a real winner.
Well, that we do with the training. We show you how to find them.
Okay, yeah, so the training, that's what's really cool. This training is very specific to this software and this strategy, right? You're not teaching them how to set up Facebook ads, how to build up likes. It's here's what you need to do with this software. Here's what's worked with us. Here's the kind of incentives you need to set up. Here's how you need to set up your campaign, right? Very specific.
Yeah, it's A to Z. I mean, if you're cool with that, Chad, and not to surprise you, but if you're cool with that, we could also do a quick interview with you to see how you set it up back in the day to get all those leads.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's going to be a lot of griping and bitching, just to let you know. It was hard back in the day, right? But it wasn't the developer's fault. It was an ingenious piece of software. It's just technology wasn't where it's at today. WordPress was just getting started, right? So it was really clunky, and the integrations today are just unbelievable. So yeah, I got no problem doing it at all. And then of course you got the white label in there too, and everybody knows how I feel about the white label. Purchase every white label you can, especially from you guys and us, because it's so simple. Simple and such an easy sell. Matter of fact, I don't know if you know this, there's a guy named Joe, I think his last name's Decina, and he took one of the white label products and he went and launched it in the Italian market. The guy did like $60K in 3 days.
I know him, yeah, he contacted me as well, so...
Yeah, you can make a lot of money with the white label rights, a lot. And what we do, I'm not going to get into it on the show, but we bundle as many together as we can. And what we do is we target SEO companies or advertising companies who already have the realtors, the doctors, the attorneys, already have 200 clients. And we show them, look, if you go and apply this software on their sites, you get to charge a service fee, a setup charge, a monthly fee, right? And so we show them where they're going to put like an extra $7,000 every single month on their bottom line, which is about $85,000 a year. So we're only going to charge them $15,000 annual. That's a good deal for them. Right?
That is a pretty good deal, yeah.
That's a lot better for me to find somebody who's already got the clients than trying to approach every realtor, doctor, and attorney. So that's just kind of a little gold nugget there, right?
It's a good idea, yeah.
And we bundle them all together. There's a reason why I'm asking you. I need a list of all your white label rights, right?
Sure.
Because I bundle them all together and I ask big money. And I think everybody that buys those white label rights should ask big money as well.
Yeah, I think the possibilities are really big with that. Really, the margins are just huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
Neil, this is the first time we've been under an hour. We're at 51 minutes. Give us some amazing takeaway, man.
Well, I mean, just to put things into perspective, traffic is one thing that everyone worries about. Like, we did Video Lead Boxer a month or so ago. We've done a lot of other products, Karthik and I together. And everyone keeps going back and saying, okay, but how do I do this? How do I do this? And every time talking about traffic. So I know for me and for everyone I know, traffic is the biggest gripe. It's the biggest problem that people have with how to make money online, how to succeed in a business. And this is what the software resolves. I mean, once and for all, we're answering the traffic question. How can you generate more traffic? Run contests. Put in some seed money quickly, like $5 for an ad, for example, is good enough. Or just let your friends and family know and see it go viral. Everyone talks about viral marketing. No one does it. All we are giving you is a tool that finally allows you to use all those other tools that you have, like Lead Monster and everything else effectively. Like, okay, fine, you can build opt-in pop-ups now. Great, what next? Where's the traffic? Well, this is how we do it. And that's exactly what we're trying to build here.
Now, so let me go one step further and I'll play a little bit of a devil's advocate here. I have, I don't do a lot of coaching anymore, but when I did, this is what I found to be the problem. What I found to be the problem is it wasn't traffic. It was taking care of the traffic you had. That's a big part of it. I go and I look at my clients and say, well, you're getting traffic. Your traffic's not converting. So quit focusing on getting more traffic until you learn how to convert your traffic, right? Sure. This here helps you convert the traffic you're getting.
Exactly. This here gives you traffic incentives to write something good, to sign up with you, to share your message in social media. Basically, you turn traffic into evangelists, which is really big, really big.
Yeah, and everybody wants free stuff. The only reason anybody watches my show, and I know it doesn't matter if I put on a suit or tie or whatever, they want free stuff, right? It works. The incentives work, right? I got to bribe people to watch my show, but that's cool. We're doing the same exact thing with our traffic. Out of the box thinking, right? That's how you convert that traffic.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. Dude, thank you so much for coming on the show and giving away your free copies. And when does this launch, Neil? We're doing this a little bit early. When does this launch?
Yes, it launches on 27th of May. I think it's a Wednesday.
And what's the date today?
Yeah. Today is 21st.
Okay. I'm lucky if I even know what day of the week it is, right? There's the life of a true entrepreneur. Okay, so the 27th, and again, they can pick it up, base price $17 up to $29 if you get in on the early bird. Otherwise, you can be paying $35. OTO is a developer license, unlimited fan pages, extra templates for $67, and then you got the training that's very specific to the software and the incentive strategy. And then you also have the white label rights as well. How'd we do?
Correct. Yeah, that's correct.
Good?
Yep, all good.
All right, man. Thank you so much for coming on the show. Make sure you do it again. We'd love to have you.
Appreciate that, Chad. Thank you.
And let me know when you want me to do the interview, too, and I'll jump in there and see what I can do.
Sure, definitely. Definitely, we'll do that.
All right, awesome. Everybody else that was watching the show, thank you so much, and we'll see you again on another episode of Entrepreneur Live. Hi there, I'm Chad Nicely. I'm the host of the show that you just got done watching, Entrepreneur Live. If you noticed throughout the show, there was a news ticker that scrolled at the bottom that it really encouraged you to join our membership. I just wanted to take a minute and tell you exactly what's included in that membership. For starters, we are privileged to special offers, products, and promotions. We can offer these to you at a substantial discount. Not only that, a lot of these opportunities usually come with exclusive bonuses. Well, when you're a part of that membership, you are the first to be notified when these promotions hit the market. Not only that, we run special webinar trainings all the time. Matter of fact, we have the Entrepreneur Live Power Session. If you're a part of this membership, you will receive an exclusive invite to that. That's where I answer any questions you have about being a successful online entrepreneur. We do it once a week. So you definitely want to be a part of the membership for that reason. In addition to that, we run special webinar promotions. When a product hits the market and it's blazing hot, well, I'm going to take the time and do a webinar, even if it's 6 o'clock in the morning for me. I'm going to show you exactly how that product works and how it's going to benefit you in your business. So when you're a part of the Entrepreneur Live membership, well, guess what? That's included. But probably the best part of all, this is why everybody has joined this membership, is because we give away the house. Every single time we do a show, every single time we do a webinar presentation, well, guess what? We're always giving stuff away. And my guests are always giving stuff away. It can be the front-end product. It can be a coaching program. The list goes on and on. I've actually seen guests give away the whole entire funnel. And all you got to do is be a part of that membership. The good news is you don't even have to be live on the call. You don't even have to be watching the show. You can be sound asleep in your bed. We can be over here doing the show in the States, and you can wake up to an email that says, hey, congratulations, you just won this really awesome deal. And there's one more perk. When you're a part of the Entrepreneur Live membership, you're going to receive an exclusive invite where you can watch our interviews live. That means you can see all the bloopers, you can see all the mistakes, everything that happens live, and we do screw up before we go and polish the actual tape. All right?
Great opportunity. Entrepreneur Live is where it's happening. You should see a button down below this video. The membership is currently free. There's no enrollment fee, so there's no reason why you would not go and join this membership. I want to thank you so much for watching the show today, and hopefully I'm going to be seeing you on another session of Entrepreneur Live. Thank you.